Some of the examples that you gave of behaviors in an anxious attachment style definitely resonated with me, and they do make me think of some of my past more dysfunctional relationships, where the low points did involve jealousy and controlling behavior and mistrust from both sides of the relationship. And I think I always put it down to a lack of self-esteem and a lack of connection with myself, which I think you've already mentioned. But I guess I didn't know about attachment theory, but I'm wondering now whether, do you think attachment theory explains this better? Is more of an explanation? Are they alongside each other? Do they explain all of these issues that we see in relationships, mine included?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say that there's like one answer that explains everything, right? However, I in a lot of so I've done couples counseling for a long time. I did that primarily in the beginning of my career, and I switched a little bit more into this individual work because I started to notice that the individual insecurities and wounds around self worth, lack of trust in others, lack of trust in love, not knowing if they can feel secure with anyone, but especially the partner that they were with. That I noticed that
Mm.
usually all of the issues that I saw in couples came down to one word, and it was insecurity. And insecurity really is the definition of the heart of it, attachment theory and idea, right? I'm insecure in my ability to connect with others. I can't show emotion, and so I withdraw and I avoid. I'm insecure in what I have to offer. I don't know if I'm good enough or others can be trusted and they'll abandon me. And so maybe I overdo it sometimes in relationships. Anxious attachment, right? It's just insecurity. And when we protect ourselves from that place of insecurity, right? For example, I'm afraid my partner doesn't love me. You have this insecurity, this theme that kind of runs underneath the surface that I'm afraid they don't love me. And it's probably not all of you that believes that narrative. It's just a part of you. But that insecurity, this is how
Hmm.
it plays out in relationship dynamics. That insecurity may be your partner comes home late someday and you feel hurt, and it triggers that part of you that says, see, they don't love me, they just don't even respect my time, they showed up late. And that's not the truth. Maybe there was other things going on for them, you don't know, but you're so committed to that insecurity and that story that you become reactive. Your reactiveness is to criticize them. It seems like a pretty good solution, right? If I can fix your behavior, then I don't feel so unsafe and so threatened by the fact that you're not home on time. And so I'm going to fix it. Let's do this. And you're never home late. You're never home on time. You don't care about my feelings. You don't love me. Blah, 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 blah. It all comes out. And then let's say the other person on the other side is a bit more on the avoidance side of things. They hear that and they hear very similar messages to maybe what they got in their childhood, which triggers their insecurities. They have an insecurity about not being good enough or being rejected by the people that they love, doing it wrong. They're always afraid of doing it wrong, right? It's not safe. I can't cry. I can't be this way. I can't get it wrong. And so when they hear all this criticism come in, um, they become triggered. And it's like, whoa, 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 I don't know what to do with this. And maybe at first they get defensive, which is a response, a protective response. Well, I was just doing this. Like, why do you always do this? Just always going right back to the defense. I'm trying my hardest. Don't you see how hard I work? They're trying to justify their worth. And then eventually, when
Mm.
that triggers the other side, and they get more mad. Oh, now you're just defending yourself. You're not even listening to me. You're late, and now you don't care about what I say. Oh, then the withdrawal happens. It's like, I can't do anything. Boom, I'm shutting down. I'm gone. And so we can see the criticism, the defensiveness, the withdrawal, all of the moves that are really problematic in
Hmm.
behavior. It's not even about the behavior. It's about the underlying insecurity that from which you are protecting yourself. I'm protecting myself from being hurt, from being abandoned, from being rejected, because that's my insecurity. And I'm using criticism, defensiveness, and withdrawal to do it. Oh my gosh. So the logical solution is, well, stop being so critical and you stop withdrawing and you stop defending yourself. And it's like, well, good luck. You've got this part of you that is so triggered and so fearful. You're going to do it no matter what. The real emotional
Mm.
solution is we need to heal those underlying insecurities so that things start working better. And then the behavior just takes care of itself. It's like, oh yeah, I used to do that. I don't even think about it anymore. I don't criticize you anymore. It just doesn't
Mm.
happen. I never had to think about changing that behavior. It just changed because I healed.